Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm here. We're here. Okay, so
I mean,
another
it's the week after Thanksgiving, right?
right.
So we're into the thick of the holiday planning.
Yes.
I'm sure, I
Yes.
don't know about you, but like sicknesses abound in the house. Lots of things going on.
We got ours out of the way a few weeks ago, but it's like I'm always like every time the kids even like sniffle, I'm like, who's
Is it
going down
back?
next?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we're just in the
So
thick of all of the things that come along with this time of year. So
yes. And we're
fun
in
stuff.
like a quiet time at Disney because it's like we're between holidays. And so like we
Hmm.
got the Hatbox Ghost, which we're going to talk about. I mean, the big
Yep.
exciting news. And then other than that, there's like just stuff coming next week.
Yeah.
So
Like a
yeah,
slow news week.
yeah. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff. So where do you want to start first? Do you want to start with
Well, let's
maybe
start with what's going on now. Let's look at the hat
I
box ghost.
I agree because it's like the most exciting. Like honestly, because we're going to talk about prices and those are always like not
Yeah.
fun. So we'll save that for
No,
later. Let's
let's
talk
say
about the
not
fun
right.
thing because I don't know about you, but I absolutely loved the movie. So,
Oh, the new movie, absolutely.
yes.
I loved it so much better than the original one.
Yes. So we are going to watch the channel. It's 4K Disney, Walt Disney World. Their stuff is fabulous. Like
Yep.
you said yourself, you just sit and watch their videos, have it background music. Like
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
kind of like hanging out in
So
the park and just people watching, which is part
yes,
of the fun of going to the park.
exactly. Good morning, Mary. Hello, hello. All right, so let's watch their video and see how Box Ghost. I might skim forward to where I actually see it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
let's see, because we don't want to steal their entire video.
So
Just
should we? There we
go
go.
ahead.
I was gonna
Where do
say,
you want me to go?
did you hear about the controversy with this one?
Yes, the light. Are
So
you talking about the lighting in the how they turned it up?
no, like where it's placed. So in the Disneyland ride, it's in the attic after Madame Leota summons all of um, the ghosts from beyond, right? Like she does the summonsing and then the ghosts start to appear.
Uh
And so it
huh.
fits in with the story over there. The controversy here on this side, on the East Coast, is that they have put him in the hallway room before you go into Madame Leota summoning the ghosts.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, he doesn't belong there. But apparently, there was nowhere like physically to place him in our attic on the East Coast.
Okay.
So
It
that's
makes
that's the
sense.
big controversy. But like, I like where they placed him, and it's kind of like a it fits for me. It fits into a storyline. If you want to make a story, there's no real storyline, right? Like
Yeah,
if
I
you want
think
to
it
make one up in your
fits
head.
because if you think about the movie, like he's kind of already there. It's just a matter of because like he's in control of when he comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie, they don't know about him until they figure it out. Like he's already
Right.
there because he's been talking to the little boy. Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
Like so he can be anywhere in the
Right.
ride. So I
Right.
mean,
I
like
agree.
people just want to complain.
Yes. Just
They
want to
just want to
complain.
complain, and they always
But
want to
yeah.
compare Disney World to Disneyland, and it's like, okay, y'all might have the original, but ours
Yes.
is bigger, so
I
deal
mean,
with it.
they get Jack Skellington and Sandy Claus and all of that for like several months at their haunted mansion.
Yeah,
Their Pirates of the Caribbean ride is better than ours.
they got a whole
So
restaurant there, like
like their Small World is better than ours. Although I guess we could have talked about that. What happened that week? I kind of forgot about it. Tried to put it out of my
oh yeah,
mind.
I tried to put that on my mind. So the short of it, man gets on Small World, man debarks boat, takes clothes off, gets arrested.
Yes,
I mean,
and then gets
that's
carried through the park
hogtied
by
style.
security, hogtied,
Yes,
butt naked through the
butt
park.
naked.
I believe
Yeah,
they put a blanket over him, but he was
yes.
hogtied.
Disney blanket
Getting carried.
loincloth through the park. Yeah. So there's that. Um that's the short of it. I mean, oh, it's too much. Okay, so let's take a little peek-see at this ghost. Oh, I went
There
too
you
far.
go. Oh,
Here we go.
see,
Here we go.
you missed him.
There we go. We're right here. All right. So we're in the hallway.
This is the hallway with the wallpaper eyes that glow.
I'll turn it down a little bit so we're not getting blasted. There he is.
And there he is. And I thought his lighting was perfect. Super cool. I think they did a good job.
They did. And I like how his head goes from like his face down to the box. Like it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. I watched Tim Tracker's video when he went to go see it, and they were like kind of poking fun at like how they had set up all these queues and stuff for people that were going to be flowing in. He's like, there's like nobody here. I mean, I don't know. It's just, you know, Disney wants to talk about how, oh no, crowd, it's so busy, and it is.
There's nobody there.
There was no one there.
I mean, the secret to getting low crowds is to go on a party day. Like if the park is closing at 6 p.m., then regular guests do not want to visit because they're getting half a day. They're not getting a full day in the park. So it is dead. So I always tell people, like, if you're going to go, plan a day and a half or 2 days at Magic Kingdom where you can do a full day one day and then like a half a day the next, and you're not worried about missing out on those fireworks. And you're going to get twice as much done on that day that you're leaving before 6 p.m.
Exactly.
Than you do on the other day.
Hello, Alessa. Good morning. So yeah, I love him. I think it's great. I think he fits right in. I almost wish they would have had like Jared Leto do a little voice, like something as you went by, but it'd be hard with timing because that track is playing and like, it'd be hard.
I did hear a rumor that there are more updates coming to the Haunted Mansion attraction. So maybe there's something with that coming in. Who knows? But I don't know what the rumors are. I just heard that there's like possibly some more updates coming to the Haunted Mansion.
Now, have you been since they cranked up the lighting in the room before you go in?
No, I have not been since then.
Okay, because they like cranked the lighting up, and now you can like see in there because it was people were complaining that it was the Haunted Mansion. Emphasis on haunted was too scary. Yeah. So they cranked the lighting up, you know, to make it less scary in a haunted building. And now you can see everything. Like, I mean, you can see paintings that before you could kind of see them, but like in that, as you're boarding, they crank the light up in there too. And so like you can really see now, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, like, again, I'm going to say it, Haunted Mansion. Like,
I hope these people never step foot at Universal during their Halloween Horror Nights, because they would not be able to fathom the scariness over there.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I don't go there, because I'm not a horror movie fan at all.
I mean, wow.
So speaking of horror, let's go into next Genie Plus. Let's get it out of the way, because
this is scary.
Yeah.
So we have to say, how much worse is it going to get?
I don't know. What was the price on the holiday? You had it. What was the price?
This is the highest that it has ever been since they've been doing the like on-demand pricing structure that they started last year. Magic Kingdom or the park hopping option. So you can either pick to just have it at one park, or you can pick to have it at all the parks. And so the Magic Kingdom pricing was $35 a person for the day. And also the park hopping option was $35 a person for the day. Yeah. Can you,
if you're like
fathom?
Me, family of 5, I mean, you got a family of 4, potentially 5 with, you know, grandma come in or whoever.
Right. Exactly. We usually have 5.
Yeah. I mean, we're a party of 5. I mean, granted, baby's little, but she's going to grow.
Right.
$35 a person. Plus, if you want to do an individual lightning lane,
then that's another price on top of it. And those are also on-demand pricing, where they increase. The busier the park gets, the more expensive those options are going to be.
Yeah.
Which I guess it just is to help detour whether or not you really, really, really want it. So yeah, can you imagine what the pricing is going to be over Christmas week? Like the busiest week of the entire year in Walt Disney World.
Do we remember
And
what 4th of July was?
no, I don't remember.
I don't.
You
I
can't, I've
want to
slept since,
say
since then.
right. I want to say I remember like that. I think 4th of July was the highest since up until now, and I want to say
Yeah,
it was 29. Have we seen
I,
a 30
I think you're right.
plus?
I don't think so. I
Yeah,
think you're
I
right. I
think
think it
it
was
was
29 or
29. In
something.
summer we saw some 29s. In
Yeah.
spring break we might have saw some 28, 29s.
And it did sell out at Magic Kingdom. It was the Monday before Thanksgiving that these were the prices, and it
Oh my
sold
gosh.
out that day.
Think of how much
So
money that is for them, like in just
it
one foul
doesn't
swoop.
it doesn't deter them for
Mm-mm.
increasing the prices if you're
Nope.
buying it up. Like
Yeah.
this is how
Supply
they
and
do it.
demand, baby. Supply and demand. They
So
know.
are we
They
going to see $37 over Christmas week now that they know they got
are
away with 35?
2 years from now, are we going to see 50?
I hope 2 years from now we see Disney or Genie Plus go away.
Yeah. Well, because, okay, again, this is something that I forgot I was going to mention. I even forgot to tell you, but I was watching a few different Disney people on YouTube, and they were talking about the earnings call that they just had, or the town. It's been a year since the town hall. They had the earnings call for stockholders and stuff like that. It's where the CEO talks about like stock and plans and stuff. And one of the biggest emphasis of that town hall was guest service relations, stuff like that. And so the person that I was watching went into like Bob Iger talked about how last year was a fixing year and this year is going to be a creating like building year.
I think they still have a lot to fix.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. Like, whoa. You might have given like park hop, dining, that stuff's coming back. Like, you know,
Yeah.
no park hop restriction.
Right.
The dining plan, January 9th, whatever. We need to fix Genie Plus. Like,
Yeah.
this is, at this point, I'm at the point where it's like, why not just build it into a ticket price? Like, if we know we're going to have to do it, like, just give me like a $10 across the board ticket price increase and give us back Fast Pass.
I do believe that the pre-selections are coming back. That's just my personal belief. I don't have any inside,
Technology's there. People have
information.
said.
Yeah,
Genie is Fast Pass just reimagined.
I'm 90% positive pre-selections are coming back this year. So you'll be able,
and that would help.
I don't know that it's going to be as far in advance as it was before. Like you used to have to do 60 days in advance or 30 days in advance, something like that, where you stayed up till midnight and then major selections, you got 3 selections a day. I don't know that it's going to be that, but I think Universal does this right. Like, give me one price and let me, make it a large price, but let me know that I'm going to be able to skip all the rides.
See, and that's the problem that Disney is against, is that at Universal, you're getting that guarantee. Whereas at Disney, they're vaguely saying you should be able to get on 3 rides. And that's not okay. Like, I've read the fine print. Like, you should. That's why I was telling my people, like, when they go and they're like, should I get Genie Plus? And I'm like, this day maybe, but the rest of these days you don't need it, because you're going to be there, especially if you're not doing Park Hopper. You're there all day. You'll probably get to everything.
I really do feel like it's a priority thing. Like if you have to ride XYZ, then yes, go for it and make XYZ your priority. But just know that if it's a busy day, you might not get to use it for anything else. I don't know. When it was Fast Pass Plus, I had that system down. I was able to, get 10 to 15 Fast Passes a day. By learning how to refresh and it didn't matter whether it was just me or me and my kids or whatever, I was able to do it. Genie Plus, I think the most I've ever gotten is maybe 6, 7. Just really super disappointed with how the system works.
When we went in May, I'm trying to think back. There was 2 days where I used it and I was like, dang, this is great. Like, it was boom, boom, but it wasn't a super busy park day. And so we were knocking out stuff, but then we used it for Epcot, and it was like in the morning it was okay. But then once you hit like noon, you couldn't get anything else. Cause like Frozen was gone, Soarin' was almost gone. Remy was gone, like all the test track gone, like everything that you wanted to do was gone.
Right. Yep.
So it was over,
You got to have those priorities. If it's Test Track is your priority, you got to do it first thing.
And like, I don't need Nemo because I can just walk on any time of day, So, or Living with the Land, like they're like, hey, come ride this ride after you get off Soarin'.
Yeah, right. Come on in. I love Living with the Land. It's one of my favorites.
I do too. Alyssa said it reminds me of what my friends used to say about the Oakland Raiders. It's a rebuilding season. We're just in a constant state of building at Disney. It just once one wall falls, a next one like pops up. So
yeah,
which I like change, but still, I would like to walk into a park and just nothing be like behind scrim or a wall. Just once.
Epcot has been behind scrim for years now. It's
yes.
I mean, that's just the only way to do.
I had a 4-year drought of not going to the park, and some of the walls that were there the first time I had gone, the last time, versus they were still there, and I'm like, dang.
So yeah, so they're all. I shouldn't say all. The majority of them are supposed to be coming down this week.
Oh, I'm so excited. And speaking of that, we have the statue is coming up. We'll pull that up real quick. Let me do some.
So this is supposed to be the main area in the middle of Epcot.
Yes. So let me get this pulled up. Epcot.
This is supposed to open on December 5th.
Yep.
Dreamers Point is what it's called.
The most exciting, the most important part of our Florida project. In fact, the heart of everything we'll be doing is Disney World will be our experimental prototype city of tomorrow. It will be a community of tomorrow.
So cool.
That will never be complete, but will always be introducing and testing and demonstrating.
He just said it himself. It'll never be complete. He just trolled us.
He just trolled us.
He did. It was like, ladies, I said this in like 1950 something. Okay. It's not going to be done ever. So
I don't think he meant to have walls up through the middle of the park for 4 years though.
Yeah. I don't think that's what he meant.
I don't think that's what he meant. I'm sure it's open to interpretation, but I don't think that's meant.
Oh, Alyssa says, I saw a reel showing how downtown Disney looked in the 2000s versus now. And I think, do you mean Disneyland? Because Alyssa's over in California. She's not far from the land. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Downtown Disney's still California.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That just looks so cool. I'm ready. I can't wait to take pictures.
You got to get over there. But yes,
for sure.
I can't wait to go in and get a picture sitting next to Walt, although it's probably going to be hours wait to get to.
They're going to have a virtual queue, and you're going to have to, like, the line's going to be into Moana, Journey of Water, because no one's walking through that anymore. So you just weasel your way through. And you just get wet while you're waiting for Walt. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm very excited to go see Journey of Water because we love Moana. It's cute from what I've seen. It's really pretty. Like, they need stuff like that. There's a purpose for stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, people are still complaining about it being an Epcot instead of Animal Kingdom.
I really think they should have been in Animal Kingdom. I mean, I agree.
I agree. I just am tired of the complaining.
Yeah, don't complain. We got something new, pretty. Lots of Instagram photos you can take in there. Like, calm down. I'm just ready. I would love a princess themed roller coaster. Like, I love.
Oh, that's a different idea.
I want Merida from Brave riding her horse, shooting arrows, like, through Scotland. Like, that's what I want.
You just need Merida in there. You need
Merida got booted at Magic Kingdom.
Maybe she'll come back someday and.
Well, they still have her. They put her where in Liberty Square in that gazebo. But like she does
belong over in the UK pavilion, having something over there. She does. Like, I mean, I feel like Scotland is not represented enough in the UK pavilion.
They're not. So put her over there with an awesome meet and greet. And like, I'm sorry, but like, why aren't we bringing her horse out once in a while? They have the horse that matches Angus. Like, bring him out for like the Christmas parties or something, the festival of the holidays, whatever.
Right.
So many missed opportunities. Like, come on, Disney, call me. I'm right here. Call Katie too. We'll help you. And those are things they already have. Like,
for me,
you
I'd
got
love to see
Merida.
more of the I'm trying to think of the other IP in there than princesses, but that's, I feel like there's
I'll
a lot
take
of
any of
princess
it.
opportunities.
I'll take
I mean, I'd
any of
love
it.
to
Like,
see the
there's
Incredibles. I'd love to see Cars represented more than just the little
yes,
movie at Hollywood Studios. I'd love to
we need
see
Cars Land.
Monsters Inc. I want the Monsters Inc. ride over here.
We need just because we already have Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios. Why not just go into like a Pixar land?
Yep,
It's already there. You have Toy Story. So the next logical thing is like fall into that. Cars
It
Land,
absolutely should have been a full
Incredicoaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have the Monsters Inc. already at Disneyland. Like,
Yep.
copy them. I don't care. I want to be able to do those things here.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Get rid of Monsters Inc. last floor at Magic Kingdom. Put Monsters Inc. over at Hollywood Studios if you want to. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, this
Magic
backtracks
Kingdom.
the same to what I was saying earlier, how Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean is just a little bit different than our Pirates of the Caribbean, and Small World is a little bit different. So make it the same ride, but just tweak it a little bit and make it a little bit different. And that will still get your Disney fans wanting to try both to see which one they like better.
Yeah. Alyssa says, is there a Mulan reference? Yes, she's at Epcot in the China Pavilion, which if you saw Alyssa in like real life, she could be Mulan at Disney World.
Aww.
Like she could be she could be her. So
that's cool.
Alyssa, that's
she's
your calling.
One of our favorites.
Yes. And
I mean, she just gets a meet and greet, right? Like that's all that there is there. There is the walkthrough in the China Pavilion where you can see like the model of Disney Shanghai and Disney Hong Kong, I believe. But that's the extent of that representation over there. It's just a meet and greet. So.
That was another thing. Like, I wish they would, like, the princesses. I understand, like, a lot of work goes into princesses and the casting and all that. But, like, okay, have Mulan in her pretty dress, whatever. But that's not her. Have her in her warrior outfit.
She needs to be in the warrior outfit. Yeah. Yep.
And that's why does Rapunzel still have long blonde hair?
Right, because they chopped it all off at the end of the movie.
Like, why doesn't she have a brown pixie cut? Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, little stuff like that. I know that's nitpicking, but change it up once in a while. Be cool, you know? People would see that and be like, wow, you're trying. Like, awesome. Like the Beast. Why is he still a beast? Why isn't he a man? Like,
why isn't he in Adam form? I don't know.
Yes. Why isn't he a person? Did he go back? Did Belle dump him? What happened?
I mean, if you watch like the sequel movies, he does go back to beast form.
Oh, that's right. He does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just watched. The only reason I say this because we watched them the other day. My daughter's on like a Christmas kick, and so we're watching all of the Christmas versions of the movies.
Well, and see, Frozen, though, the people who wrote Frozen, they really paid attention to what people were saying, because in the first movie at the end, she gives Olaf his own personal cloud, right? His own flurry. And then right away in the second movie, she's like, I'm giving you permafrost, baby, so we don't have to keep drawing that cloud over your head the entire movie. So they nailed it. That was the first, I kid you not, we were on the way to go see Frozen 2 at the theater or wherever we saw it, the first time we saw it. And I was like, is he gonna have that dumb cloud over his head the whole time? Because I saw previews of summer and I'm like fall or whatever. And I'm like, what about Olaf? He gonna melt.
He's gonna melt.
He's gonna be gone.
He's gonna be a puddle.
And they addressed it like that. And I was like, see, they were paying attention. So.
Yeah.
Alyssa, thanks, Lindsay. I figured there wouldn't be much, but since the movie is kind of old now, a lot of the old movies do get attention. It's just small amounts. I feel like the 90s get totally disrespected, you know, like Hercules and
it depends.
Music-wise, no. There's a lot
Little
of
Mermaid is majorly represented. Beauty and the Beast is majorly represented.
Yeah.
I feel like Aladdin
some of those other
majorly
movies.
The boy. Yeah, like Hercules and all that. You are absolutely right. They get brushed over. They do. I feel like boys, I mean, if you want to get into that, boys get gypped when it comes to Walt Disney World. So
they do, for sure. Uh-oh, I hear a kid.
Oh, somebody's
she must be mad. Fighting with her sisters, all three of them. Yeah, us old elder millennials would love the 90s stuff. That's right. We love
And
it.
that's really like your Disney adult, right? Like that's who
Mhm.
the Disney adult is the millennial and the Gen X
Yes, those of us that were
version.
born in the 80s, like we are that generation who really like Disney in the face our entire childhood. And so now
Hey, I
we're
got the 70s by like 6 months, man. I
barely. You're
barely.
you're more than me. You're more you're closer to me. So but yeah, okay, so for the last thing we have a preview. It's not a great preview, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's a
This
test.
is I will say Disney has done a really good job of keeping this one under wraps. It's really,
Mhm.
really hard to find any legit preview. I'm kind of hoping that they do like a live video, like they have some of their
I
other
hope so.
shows on opening night. So we'll see. Maybe they'll do something like that coming up. But you go
Yeah.
ahead and take it away.
Yes, I will pull it up. So Blog Mickey, and Katie just found this because we talked about covering it, and it's like there's nothing out there, but she looked it up and we found this. It's from Blog Mickey.
From a
It's
month
a
ago.
test, and they saw it from a resort, right?
It looks like they are over. There's a bridge coming from the Boardwalk Hotel to Epcot, and it looks like they might be on that bridge because they're over
Yeah,
the top of
I'm
the water.
looking.
So I think that's where they are. I think they're
Yeah,
on
because
top of
here's
the
the
bridge.
top of that the pirate ship, isn't it? Yeah, at the pool at
Yes.
Beach Club, and yeah. So okay, we're just gonna go to the end because I don't want to play the entire video. So the end.
And it looks like this video is about 15 minutes long, so it's a fairly decent show.
Yeah.
I think Happily Ever After is 19 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're getting some fireworks. There's some stuff from the top too, or is that a reflection? I can't tell.
I can't tell.
It looks like they have stuff like long. See the stuff coming down the top?
Mm-hmm. Like there's a pre-launch. Yep.
Yeah.
And some lasers.
A lot of lights.
Lights going off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice how they're coming down slow.
Ooh, I saw a bug. Nice.
Can kind of hear the music a little bit. Now that is out there. We don't want to play it for copyright, but
Yeah.
you can hear the new score that's out there. That's been put out already.
So is the score like movie based, or is it just like Epcot song? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it's movie based.
okay.
It's IP. Yeah.
All right.
We're both like, yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it, but like, is the Hercules song in there? Because I feel like every single fireworks show has, which is fine. I love Go the Distance.
That's some great inspirational music in that one. Like that movie has the best inspiration.
It does. It gets me
being
going.
True to yourself, and
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like this has got really good potential to be a great fireworks show.
Yeah. I'm excited. I won't see it for a while, but I'm guessing it'll still be there by the time we go on our next group trip. So,
yep. Oh yeah. Hopefully this one lasts like the last one did. I mean, Disney fans, man, they really gave Disney a run for their money with the
I remember watching it.
What are they called out there?
I was with you guys. I think I was pregnant, and we were all kind of standing there for a minute, and I'm just like, this is it? Like,
yeah.
I'm ready to go. Like, that was the night. Wasn't that the night that it rained and we were in the Mexico Pavilion?
Yeah. We had water
like
up to our knees. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We got trapped inside the Mexico Pavilion. They wouldn't let us leave because it was flooded outside.
It was great. It was great. Absolutely
good
great.
memories.
I mean, it looks pretty. I mean, what can I say? Fireworks. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a lot.
I'm waiting for Disney to bring the drones into their show.
Yes.
Everybody's doing it. They're doing it in Disneyland Paris. They're phenomenal.
The Marvel show was great. All of it.
Can you imagine how much money they would save if they didn't do all fireworks? If they brought drones in that can be used over and over and over again, and also don't have to worry about catching the ground on fire and hosing down Fantasyland every night?
Yes. Disney World is only second to the U.S. government in purchasing of explosives. Yes, the Disney company is only second to the U.S. government, baby. Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. I mean,
So
at least we know there's a backup out there.
yeah, exactly. Hey, you know what? We're gonna need some stuff. Okay.
Yep. Thanks, Disney.
Yeah. If war ever happens, oh man, can you imagine the PR?
Oh, but yeah, no, I think this is going to be a good show. I'm so glad that they're not permanent structures out on the lake anymore, that they are being brought in and out.
The octopus from Spider-Man, Doc Ock out there.
The last ones just were absolutely, they ruined the sight line across the lake. It was just so disappointing.
It was bad. Ooh, very festive.
Look how pretty that is. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. Well, they're blowing it up, man. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Plan our trip.
See, Mary wants fireworks. Yeah, I want. I love fireworks, but it's got to have good music, or I'll be like, oh, look, squirrel. I'm gonna go ride a ride now.
That last one that we did, I mean, it was just like, okay, that was cute, but not Happily Ever After and Wishes. Man, they hit you right in the feels. Like
they do.
It is gut wrenching. I don't, but Epcot fireworks, ever since they got rid of Illuminations, they just have. It's not been an emotional connection at all.
No, the thing is though, is like, okay, Happily Ever After, amazing. Like I have so many good memories tied to that, and I do have good memories for myself tied to Wishes, but I went back to show my younger girls who hadn't seen Wishes, and like my oldest had seen it, but she doesn't remember. So we went back and we watched a video of it on YouTube, and we're sitting there and she was like, how come the castle doesn't light up? And I'm like, well, this was before they did all that. Like, yeah. So it's just Happily Ever After is just, to me, the best. Like there is nothing, even Wishes for me does not do it for me compared to Happily Ever After. So.
Speaking of the castle lighting up, we didn't prepare for this one, but I will say, like, there is a huge following that is wanting the dream lights back on the castle.
Oh,
like Disney put the lights back on the castle. Enough with these projections. They worked to get us through COVID. Put the lights back on the castle. It's time. We want our lights.
Alyssa's saying the video on my channel. Yes, I do have a second channel. It's Disney Plus Lindsay, and I have a full recording of Happily Ever After, and I turn that on, and you can hear you and I talking on it, like just two little points where it's like I say like, oh, I'm gonna cry, and you're like, go ahead, and then like, at the end there's a point where you're singing, but you can't really tell it's you because the crowd is singing, but I can hear you and me like singing. I hear a little bit of Caitlin, a little bit of Allie. It's like right at the end.
Was this our May trip?
It was the trip where it was like one of the last showings or the first show. I can't remember if it was when it was done or it just came back, but it was like all the cast members were singing and crying. I think it was right before it left.
Oh, that was our trip in
like our first agency trip that I went on with.
Was it 2019?
Possibly. So like,
I think that's the one that we were all crying at the end of it. Like that was the one where everybody really connected. Yeah.
Yeah. It was that first trip where I went, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. So
it was a good one.
Yeah. And
I'll have to go watch it. It'll bring back the memories.
Yeah, it will. Cause you'll hear me and you talk. And then you like, if you have both headphones in, you can kind of hear everybody singing.
Cool.
And so, yeah, it's a good one. But, there was something else that I was going to, the lights. So Allie, our friend, sent us a photo. She went to Magic Kingdom with the snowflakes. It's pretty.
Yes.
But I love the icicle. I love the lights.
Yeah.
Like it's Christmas. Christmas is Christmas lights. Like,
and I miss the godmother lighting them up. Like I love Elsa. I love Frozen. We are big Frozen fans. I love Elsa. I love Anna. I miss like the fairy godmother lighting them up.
Because it's Cinderella's castle. She grants the wish. Like it, and that's the thing is like, I think that's where people who, you have your people at Disney who like original content only. And then you have people who are like pump the IP in. Like you have these two sets of people. But that's one where it's like, both sides are probably going to be like, leave it, because like the fairy godmother makes sense. Tinkerbell flying makes sense. Like all that makes sense. Anna and Elsa are fabulous, but that's not theirs.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Put them in their place. Like, and I'm sorry, but I'm the type where it's like every country around Epcot. I love Epcot, but
Yeah.
put some character stuff in every place, because every time I send people to Disney World, they're like, well, Epcot was fun, but like once we got around the World Showcase, it was like kind of boring.
What was there?
I'm like,
yeah.
what? What did you just say? But they're not purists like us who like appreciate Epcot.
So no, I'm fine with the characters being in the World
I love
Showcase.
it.
I love it. I love that it adds some interaction for my kids in there, and my kids are getting older, but still.
Yeah, because there's people that are like it's supposed to transport you to Morocco. No, this is Disney World. Like,
it's okay to transport. It's okay to educate.
Yes,
it's okay to inspire. But you can also put a character meet in the back of it. Like, I love that you can. There's a room in the back of the UK pavilion that looks like Christopher Robin's bedroom, and occasionally they'll put Winnie the Pooh back there.
Oh, I've never been back there.
Yeah, like I love that there are all those little secret, and that also in the Morocco pavilion in the back, there's a meet and greet. They'll sometimes put Jasmine or Aladdin and Jasmine.
I've been back there. Morocco's cool. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies in Morocco.
Yes.
I think Morocco's one that gets lost a lot, but there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yeah. So. I mean, I don't know what they'd put in Canada, but I know you love Canada.
I could think of a lot of things to put in Canada, but they're not Disney related. So, but I can think of one thing specifically right now that needs to go back to Canada. But no.
I mean, I feel like they need to do a movie based in Canada now. Like, let's do a Canada movie.
I thought about it. In the movie Inside Out, there's a line in there where she's like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend. He's totally real. He lives in Canada."
Oh, that's funny.
There you go. I mean,
is Brother Bear in Canada?
It might be. I think it is.
That might be the option. Maybe. I don't know.
Also, doesn't in Mighty Ducks, don't they play a team from Canada?
I don't know. But
that's all about
options hockey. Now.
We could have Mighty Ducks and hockey. Like, you could learn. You could
have an ice skating rink back there.
Yes. And you could learn hockey.
And you can learn hockey.
Disney, call us. I mean, we're right here. Like, we're waiting. So you can have the fake boyfriend from Inside Out, because they're doing Inside Out too. Yeah. Justin Bieber's from Canada. Call him up. Maybe Drake's from Canada. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head, but
I don't know. I don't think there's a few people we could send over there. Yeah. Canada's got some of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, they're super nice people up there.
Yeah, not all of them, but most. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few meanies up there, but Canada needs some help for sure.
Yeah.
They got the merch down, but they need some intellectual property back there. That Canada movie was cool, but not thrilling.
Do you remember a few years ago when they announced that they were going to do a Mary Poppins attraction at the UK pavilion? It was supposed to be like teacups, like something similar to that. And
there's been announcements a few times. There's been rumors of like a roller coaster in Japan. Like, there's been all these rumors, like what's the Fuji or whatever that mountain is in Japan? I don't know. We need a Matterhorn. We need a Matterhorn in Epcot. That makes sense, right? In the Swiss, is that Switzerland?
But now we're like going to focus on Animal Kingdom after this Epcot expansion is done.
Yeah, and I mean, Animal Kingdom, I feel like needs it though, because like Dino Land, bulldoze it, plow her over. It's time.
My kids are so disappointed that we're losing Dinosaur.
Send it out to sea. I hate dinosaurs. Like,
I mean, I told them, I'm like, it's the same. It's going to be the same ride. It's just going to have a different theme. It's literally the same ride. Indiana Jones is the exact same ride, same cars, same everything. It's just going to be a different theme. And my daughter is like, yeah, but it scares me every time and I love it.
But okay, so like Indiana Jones, like, then do we remove that from, like, why not put the Indiana Jones ride in Hollywood Studios, where you already have the stunt show and the den?
You already have it. I said this before. I don't understand Indiana Jones going into
Moana,
Animal Kingdom, but whatever.
And Encanto at Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I agree that I think Encanto should just forget Indiana Jones, just do Encanto at Animal Kingdom. You could do a ride, you could do a restaurant, you could do a meet and greet. It's South
Yeah.
America. You could celebrate Colombia. Like,
Yeah.
there's
I
jungles
do
and
feel like
stuff.
they could concentrate on the South America
Yes.
aspect of that and bring in like the rainforest and the jungle and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
it would fit whatever they can do with that. I also heard that they might be bringing Coco into there. I don't feel like
Yes.
that fits as much, but
But we need Coco though. Like, I don't agree where it's at. But like, could we put Coco in the Mexico Pavilion?
no,
Like,
you
add
can't take
something
away
else?
you cannot take away my
Grand Fiesta Tour?
Mexico Grand Fiesta Tour. I can't
Okay,
say
so
the other
leave
word,
it.
but you can't take that away from me.
Leave Grand Fiesta Tour and add more. Like, just keep going. I mean, look
Keep
at what they
going.
did with France. They put that
I
whole
do think,
Remy
like,
back there.
They could do a fun ride based on the Coco movie. Like there could be a fun
It'd be so
fun
bright
ride
and
based on
pretty
it.
and just
Yes, very pretty.
and the music. Remember Me, we'd all be sobbing, riding it
Yes.
on repeat when it's raining outside. Like,
Yes.
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
So
No, but you can't take away my Grand Fiesta Tour. I would cry.
no,
then.
never. And they probably will though. Just wait, because they took my Maelstrom away from me. So
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I loved Maelstrom. I loved the weird little trolls, the smell. It was great.
I don't remember
The way you thought you were going backwards and you could see outside and then you shot forward. Like,
I don't remember. Like I think I blanked it all out. Like I don't.
Oh, I loved it. I can remember every ride, every moment. You have the little village. Like, I can picture it.
I do remember driving a bazillion hours to go ride the Frozen ride the weekend that it opened, and we just went down for the day and stood there in line to ride
never
it,
got to ride it.
and never got to ride it because
Disney did us dirty. We had two little
They
girls
did.
who were ready to ride Frozen, and it kept going down. And
Oh.
how long do you think we were in that queue? Like 2 hours?
Hours. I think it was more
3?
than. I think it was 3 hours. It was hours,
And then
the
we just
girls
gave
were-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gave up. The girls were so disappointed. We were disappointed. It was a bummer.
And wasn't
on the
it
weekend.
once we got back to the hotel room, but we had to be up early to leave, like it came back up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just was a bummer of a weekend.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well.
yeah, on that note.
Yep. Well, we've been out here for 40 minutes. I got to get a kid to a birthday party, and I can hear the little ones like, Mom, help. So,
Oh, well, the little one needs you. We
yeah,
were talking
she
about that
needs me.
earlier before we went live. Babies need their mamas.
They do. Well, it's been a fun one.
So-
I mean, I think next time we should just talk about all the ways Disney should hire us, but that's just me. So
Come on, Disney, give us a call.
yeah, exactly.
We're ready to
Katie,
we're
Lindsay,
ready to move to Florida.
I'll be there in a heartbeat. Just give me a check. I'm ready. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Katie, you'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
next time. Bye, everybody.